Peace and bless. It's Sifu L. Today we're gonna talk about something that's very important to all of us and something that's most necessary for civilization. We're gonna talk about the systematic breakdown of the family structure and why it's important to the powers that be to keep the family unit separated, and why it's most important to us to keep the family together. Okay. Um, One thing we can learn from supreme mathematics is very simple. It's called the Great Triangle of Life: man, woman, and child. Together, man and woman, the union of the masculine and feminine principle, man and woman together in divine love, create the greatest understanding, or the best part, which is the child. We refer to this as the Great Triangle of Life. 360 degrees, the first cycle of completion on Earth in human family. So let's take zero. From all ancient times, mathematics as well as alphabets and language also had keys for learning. Okay? So let's look at this, and I'm going to try to break this down as fast as possible. You have zero, which is the cosmic universe, also the cosmic womb, also the actual womb, okay, of the woman, the birth canal, okay, from which we are all born, knowledge, one, from which all sons and daughters are born, but one is going to represent man, as it represents the sun, as it represents the foundation of all things in existence. This also represents knowledge, information, okay? And also represents the penis. When the penis enters into the vagina, we have love, which is the 10th degree in the 12 joules. The 1 and the 0 coming together is making love, okay? And this principle, with pure intentions, is at its most divine, and this is as closest as we come to the universal source of creation, and we create. But the penis transfers information, okay? The penis transfers information, you understand, into the ovaries. The sperm is information along with the ovaries, and boom, from a single cell divides 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, until the whole body is complete, and the whole evolution process on this earth happens and takes place within the womb. 2 represents woman, okay, or wisdom, the duality. It also represents the moon, which is an emotional nature. But wisdom truly is being able to see both sides of the aspects, okay, the duality in all life: good, bad, negative, positive, light, dark, etc. And we are governed by supreme mathematics, which is negative and positive, the polarities that cause the rotation of the earth around the sun spinning on its axis. This also generates the law of gravity. But again, the supreme law of magnetics is opposites attract. The penis is made for the vagina. The penis is positive, the vagina is negative, and so together they make a fit. And this governs all life on the planet. But within divine love, between man and woman, a child is born, okay? And child is 3, completing the triangle, completing the cipher, all right, for the family unit, which is 4, is where you can start truly living your culture and build a strong foundation. Without a strong foundation, you can't build anything. So we want to be able to live our culture freely. And when we're living according to nature and the laws that govern us, we are truly living out our culture freely, okay? So with all of that being said, the child is the best part, the greatest understanding, you know. Just like knowledge is nothing without wisdom, because wisdom is the application of knowledge. Man, 1, must do the knowledge to woman, 2, in order so that he can have a better understanding about the world. You understand? And, you know, it's just like wisdom being the application of knowledge. You can't put the wisdom before the knowledge. You understand? Because then your understanding will be all out of whack. It's like people coming to an assumption without fully, you know, doing the knowledge to all the degrees. You're doing the knowledge, which is information and consciousness, okay? But you have to do the knowledge to the duality in order to see all aspects so you can come to your understanding. So peace. The systematic breakdown of the family structure has been happening for a very long time. Okay, we can go back to slavery times, and we can read the Willie Lynch letter, and we can see how the separating and division amongst the human family was taking place. About humiliating I'm not going to go into so many details, but humiliating the man in front of the woman, separating between light and dark. The powers that be, they really benefit off of people being divided. Now, what's the most important thing for a foundation is man, woman, and child. Without man, woman, and child, you can't have a foundation. You can't even get to four. You understand? So the systematic breakdown of the human family is real because they benefit highly by keeping us separated. The woman who started Planned Parenthood was a Nazi, okay? And it's crazy. Rest in peace to William Cooper. Behold a Pale Horse book will show you the documents where they created AIDS. And their specific target in the community was homosexuals, but it was also the Black and Latino, African American and Latino communities, okay, in the inner cities. We also have the welfare system. The welfare system, you can watch a movie called Claudine. Okay, the welfare system basically was letting the women know that, hey, you don't need a man. You know what? Matter of fact, you can have as many children as you want, and we'll give you food stamps. We'll pay for your food. Matter of fact, we'll pay for your rent. And matter of fact, the more kids you have, the more we'll give you. Okay, so you really don't need a man. And so this women's lib movement was also started by a Nazi, okay, a woman. And this women liberation movement was a big part in separating the human family, because you see nowadays, you see the great effect of there's so many single parents, and there's so many children without the mother and father in the family unit creating a strong foundation. So this is super important that we get back to the root of civilization, because you cannot have civilization without man, woman, and child. So if you watch the movie Claudine, you'll actually see, you know, the government people coming and telling her this kind of thing. And see, it's been implanted. Nowadays, you see, you know, women, oh, girl, I don't need a man. I'm going to do this on my own. Matter of fact, you know, there's so many scorned women. But see, men, it's our fault too. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know that the wool has been pulled over our eyes by society, and so many distractions and so many hurdles have been put in place on purpose. You know, movies, you know, glorifying selling drugs and being a gangster and being hard and being a player, and music also influencing that as well too. And we get hypnotized by these things, and we think that they're cool. You know what I'm saying? We think it's cool to be a player and have all these multiple women. But if you're not treating them women equal, and they don't know about them, then you're doing a great disservice to them. Number one, it's hard enough to keep one woman. Okay? So we have to get back to the root of what civilization truly is. And nowadays, you look at it in our each generation seems to be getting worse because the family unit is becoming out of whack. Okay? Listen, this is a great message for all of us, you know, and the universe is flowing through me to tell you this. This is nothing new under the sun. Those who have eyes can see. Those who have ears can hear. Sometimes people have eyes and they can't see. Sometimes people have ears and they don't hear because they're dumb, deaf, and blind. They're at a dead level. But now it's time to rise up out of that shallow grave and awaken and resurrect God, Allah, Jah, and man. You understand? Because we need to get back to our true purpose. Man, woman, and child is civilization. And this is the root cause of why we have so much problems in society. Number two, this is also why it's so easy for the governments, military, etc., all these major corporations to, you know, to control us. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not unified. If we're not unified within the home, we have no unity elsewhere. You know, and the kids growing up and thinking that, oh, this is regular, this is okay. No, it's not regular, it's not okay. All right? Woman, you do need a man. Man, you do need a woman, but you need to hold that woman down. You need to be the knowledge. You need to be the strong foundation for her. You understand? And women need to have women are feminine. You know, masculine and feminine. Okay, masculine is can be assertive or giving. See, and feminine is receiving or submissive. So when it says that the woman submits to the man, it's nothing mysterious. It's the way that things are. The way that the vagina submits to the penis. You understand? Because every woman chooses who she's gonna have sex with. She knows. All right. But we need to get back to the strong foundation of, okay, if we're not married, because the true marriage is this. The ring on the finger is the vagina on the penis. All right. And when you have the conception of a child, you and that woman are bonded for life. It's a very spiritual union, okay? We come closest to the universal source, Allah, when this happens. So we need to fully understand what's going on. And we think it's okay to have multiple sex partners and this and this and that. But two spirits are in a body coming together, and your spiritual electromagnetic fields are coinciding, coming together. So you have all these different sex partners, and you're taking on everybody else's problems. And it's not as serious. It's just a fling. It's just sex. We're acting like sex is just a sport. Okay, but according to biology, sex is the motivation for us to have children, and that's the grand purpose. Okay, so let's get back to the grand purpose. Let's be civilized. Let's be that which we are, divine. Okay, let's cut out all this nonsense. Okay, peace and blessings. Sifu El, one, man, woman, and child, sun, moon, and star. Let's go. Peace.